This is how the conversation about the man versus bear should have happened. Hi, I'm a woman, and if I were to be alone with either a bear or a man in the woods, I would choose the bear. I'm a man, and that makes me really angry. I would never hurt you. I'm a good man.
Okay, so for like the past 2 years, I've had this like personal obsession with deconstructing male socialization within patriarchy, coinciding with my own personal deconstruction of gender identity. But we're not really about that on TikTok, are we? No. TikTok feminism is just 2014 Tumblr feminism on video. I remember a comment that somebody left on one of my older videos that really stuck out to me because of how perfectly it put this into words. I don't want to go digging for it so I can screenshot it, but if I recall, it was something to the effect of men aren't seen as a collection of individuals with their own traumas, their own emotional journeys, and their own unique stake in the struggle against patriarchy, but rather they are seen as a static obstacle for women to overcome. And that's really the main issue with this whole would you rather be alone in the woods with a bear or with a man trend. Because the ultimate predetermined conclusion is that men are to be considered less trustworthy than predatory wild animals. Let's all have a giggle over how unanimous the consensus is in the bear's favor. And the predetermined conclusion that men are expected to come to is supposed to result in some sort of self reflection. And we're making fun of them for missing the point, but I'm not surprised they're missing the point. Expecting them to come to the conclusion that being deemed less trustworthy than a predatory wild animal is a reflection of women's learned caution is treating them like a static obstacle. In actuality, this is touching on a very tender aspect of male socialization within patriarchy. I've come to learn that cisgender women really do take for granted what it means to never have to leave the sphere of women and children, what it means to retain a general perceived innocence and all the warmth that comes with it as they grow from girls into women. But as boys grow into men, that perceived innocence is lost and they're tossed out into the cold. And if they're not being kept out in the cold by other men with a crabs in the bucket mentality, it's made clear to them that they can never expect to be fully welcomed in the warmer places. They'll only have the shadows of memories of those boyhood days when they were still welcomed within the sphere of women and children. And that deep yearning for that perceived innocence that they'll never again be entitled to. It's not very conducive for self reflection.